さあ、私ですね、カンボジア第2の大きな都市と言われているシェムリアップというところにやってきました。ご存知、アンコールワットがある場所でおなじみなんですけれども、ちょうどこの私の後ろに見えている大きな観覧車、これがですね、北九州のスペースワールドというところにあったものが、そこが閉園して、パーツをばらしてですね、こっちに移設してあるということで、みんなあれはジャパンから来たんだ、ジャパンから来たんだってカンボジアの方が教えてくださるので、ちょっとオープニングショットはここで撮ってみたんですけども。さあ、観光の街、シェムリアップでございます。カンボジアに来ると、首都はね、もちろんなんですけれども、プノンペンのみならず、この街に訪れる人も多いというところで、やはりこの街、観光業というのは切っても切れないんだけれども、もちろんコロナ禍で大打撃を受けた街でもあります。この街でですね、観光業の会社を営むワットさんという起業家がいらっしゃるということで、今日はその方にインタビューをしていきたいと思います。では、行ってみましょう。ワールドリポートチャンネル。この放送は Life is better with 愛道工業株式会社の提供でお送りします。Mr. What?
Yes, sir.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Nice to meet you.
So, this is your apartment.
Yes, that's where I live right now.
It's nice.
Because, yeah. So this is yeah. Balcony too. You can see that over there. Sunset.
Beautiful skies out here.
I have sunset here every day.
I envy you. So, tell me about some of the business. What are you doing right now?
Well, I've been since last 5 years, 4 or 5 years. I start travel companies.
Okay.
So it's pretty much a travel business. So we have 3 main products: adventure. So when you go on cycling, camping, and then that's 1 and 2. Let's say a total relaxation travelers. I mean those who want to be the king and queens. And then they don't want a student. I'm really passionate about the university student and student who come and learn about the world. A lot of students from a volunteer from the Western world or from that's what we do. It's 3 products. So adventures, total relaxations, travelers, and the student.
Okay, so the third one is kind of actually not a typical journalism companies doing. That thing is kind of different from their tourism economy. Why do you do that kind of business too?
I think I'm a big believer that we can make a world a better place.
Okay.
And first of all, we should learn, travel and learn, and then we take action. What can we do to help?
Okay.
Yeah. So a lot of people just come and help, come and do it without learning about it. We learn about the country, how it's going on, and then we learn about ourselves. Like travel, learn about themselves. What can we do? It's just in Cambodia is because we still are developing countries. I mean, social welfare is not the best. Not everybody access to school. Not everybody's access to hospital, police and things like that. So it needs to be a lot of depend on individuals how they work on it. Education, I think it's a thing. So everyone should have a certain level of education. So I think try to decrease the gap, economic inequality. Wow. This is how the girl play in the school. Look at the girl plays.
What she plays?
Yeah, they just kick the stone.
Oh.
Yeah, they kick the stone.
Now it's like after 4 o'clock here, and
they still in the school around this one?
They got two shifts, so some study in the morning from 7 to 11, some in the afternoon from 1 to 5.
Oh, okay.
1 to 5. So that's it, we study only 4 hours a day.
Because there are so many kids and
So many
not
kids.
a lot of schools in here.
Not a lot of classroom. Don't have enough classroom for
Oh,
kids.
so
And not enough teacher too. So teacher, they have to teach like morning.
You're famous.
Oh my God, it's King!
What ages?
Oh, 6 years old. Start grade 1.
6?
Yeah, from 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
By law, 6 years old, but some area kids don't go to school until like 10 because there was no school or there's no school.
grade 1?
Grade 2.
Oh, okay.
Boom. Strong hand. Good hand. Good. So that is a Cambodian classroom. Huh? Tạo so we should go back. Mình cứ con.
Thank you. You start going to the school at the age of 9, 10?
Yeah, something like that.
At the same time, there was no school around here.
No, there was no school here.
Now people are supposed to go to the school from there like 5 or 6 years old. At that time, you didn't go to the school from 7 to 9. I don't know, I mean 6 to 8, 6 to 9, like 3 years. What were you doing? You have a job or just playing around with the kids or?
Yeah. Well, I mean, even now, some kids don't go to school too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, the government encouraged them to go, but if the parent not allowed, it's okay.
Oh.
And some kids go to school late too, like still 7, 8, 9. I mean, it's just like play thing, go to, take care of the cows, animal, have family business, like go and work on the farms. If you don't plan it right, you take care of the cows, walk the cows, or get them food, get them fed, food. So thing like that.
Then you sell them?
They sell them, but mainly for work. Yeah.
Work for what kind?
Like transporting things, pulling things, plowing the field, because there was no machinery back then.
Oh.
And more important was to get the poop for the rice paddy field to get fertilizer. Look at the house, like the pan. That pan is for the animals, for the cows.
Okay.
Yeah, so people still need poop, like fertilizers.
Oh, all right. So at the age you're like 9 or 10 years old, what made you get you to the school? I mean, that was one of the big points that, changed your life.
Yes. Well, I think the point was I'm lucky enough that my parents kicked me out. Well, me and my brothers. Second, I just escaped from being cowboys. Because my dad, he's not a type person who go and be a cowboy. He just businessman, thing.
Oh, so your dad was a businessman?
Kind of like, he a trader, like trade things in the village, and he has he made good money back then. He had a motorbike, and he like transport things. No, he was cool. He was like in the war, he was kind of a big guy, not big, but managed 20 people, like a unit.
Okay.
But when the country become peace, they say, well, you could not read and write, you cannot be the boss. So they put him as the lowest level.
Oh.
So he was like, oh man. So he understand that education is important.
Okay.
So that time when he become a normal, he can do things like he can sell the cow, trade the cows, and do his business. So that's my dad. So he more like business type, and he not going to be a cowboy.
But other than you or in this village, everybody does, work helping the mom and sometimes the parents or the family. So you know, you're different from the others. Other time, like how everybody react to it, it didn't have a giving it a hard time to get out this kind of moment right now.
It wasn't easy, you know, to be different from others. Like in middle school was tough because only 3 of us that keep going to school.
Mm-hmm.
You know, big community here. A lot of people not just not supporting us, but try to stop us. So
Don't go to school.
yeah, waste like go to school, eat teacher, but go to rice paddy field, you eat rice. So it's that was tough, but lucky enough in town, in middle school, I had lived with a family who he's the head of the education for a whole district, the big guy.
Mm-hmm.
I was lucky enough introduced by my friend because, you know, to be living with their family, and I understood that their life is totally different from our parents.
Oh, okay.
Because being like teacher and his wife was like make a living without working so hard on the rice field. So, and his son has like a stationery, sell all the books and things, and his son has a computer. So because a lot of people need things have to go to his son. That was like a next step, like that pushing me, that you know, pushing me and inspiring me like education is not business. You can do something. And that how I move on. After middle school, I moved to town for high school.
Oh, I see.
And at the same time, I heard about the biggest high school in town in Siem Reap, 3-story building. I just keep my eye on that.
Okay.
And but it wasn't easy anyway, you know. When you make decision and then you have to follow
I know.
all things you made, you know. And then my parents didn't know anybody in town in Siem Reap, nobody. And luckily she had like a friend or long line relative live like nearby the lake. It's like 7 kilometers from my high school. I mean, that was far in Siem Reap. So I stayed here for the first year. So I stayed with her, and every day I bike back to high school from her house like 4 times. In the morning, lunchtime go back, come back for extra classes, and go back.
Wow.
So for 1 year, but 1 year I have developed enough relationship with friend in town. So the second year I moved out, live on my own with some friend in town, and I had job and things like that. So to be living in town, you need 2 things. You need English and you need computer. So and I've been learning English in middle school. I invested 1 hour every day. I spent $5 every month for English classes.
Hey, Mom. Hello.
Alo.
Nice to
Chào,
meet
chào,
you.
chào.
Meguru.
Đi.
So my dad?
Oh, Dad?
Yeah.
All right. Nice to meet you.
He was a child soldier. Was 13 years old. He joined the Khmer Rouge.
Uh-huh.
So these are the explosion. See all this operation.
Whoa.
So in '83, 1 explosion, 6 months in hospitals, and then '93 is another explosion, 2 months in hospital. So a lot of signal left in the body. So it's all rips gone.
រណុលអីគឺពីបញ្ជូនទៅព្រំដែនថៃនៅព្រំចាញ់ងឹប
A lot of people
Look, John,
die from
John,
dengue. So people died more from dengue and malaria than the war for his side because at the jungles, Thai border.
How old he came back here?
So he came back in '80 after the collapse of the Khmer Rouge. 20. He went to the village.
Okay.
It was
Man.
20 years old.
When is the time everything's done?
Phnom Penh done after the Khmer Rouge collapse, 80s, 79, 80s.
Okay.
But this area until like 98.
98. So
Yeah.
it's like just 20 years ago.
Yes. So this our village, Phnom Penh had peace, like no wars in 1980s. But we had another 20 years here.
Oh, okay.
So because this area is not far away from Pol Pot station, from the
Okay.
leader of the Khmer Rouge. He was on the borders.
Okay. So when was the time he could get back to the normal life and he started doing the business? Like
គាត់សួរចុះពួកអញដល់ពេលយើងចាប់ផ្ដើមរស់ស៊ីក្រោយមកពួកអញ I think because 83 he got a big injury, you know, like big rocket drop nearby him during the battles, and he was like 6 months in hospital and then another year to stay home, do nothing. 87 he got recovery, fully recovery. So then he started kind of business.
so he started doing the business during the still while it's going on.
Yeah.
Okay. And also I want to ask you that you're the first guy to go to the high school from this village. Why he admit that and why let him you know to be the educated kids?
គាត់សួរដោយសារខ្ញុំអាចថាក្មេងមុនគេបានរៀនដល់ក្រុងអញ្ចឹង Is it because he not educated? He never go to school, so he think that he's like dumb, uneducated in school, so he just want kids to be better than him.
What does he think that you know maybe this country is going to keep developing, right? What needs for this country and what needs for people, what needs for the future to grow this country and grow the people in here?
ទៅពួកនេះគាត់សួរថាហ្នឹងសំណួរហ្នឹង
តែការចំណេះវិជ្ជារៀនសូត្រឲ្យច្រើនទៅអភិវឌ្ឍបាន
is education.
Oh, all right, great. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Welcome. Thank you.
ワットさんが設立した小学校にやってきました。
So I have to build a school, and my friend from this company, Five-Star Logistic Network, so he funded this, and then in cooperation with us, our company, and then the villagers. So basically, we fund them. We buy everything. We buy cement, we buy wood, we buy roof and everything. And the villager would come and volunteers. Of course, I pay a few people. We paid a few carpenters who are the expert and led the work. And for me, we came and we volunteers on the weekend with my friends. So we volunteer. We have to do it. So this school is not just belong to anybody. It belongs to everybody. So it's very simple. The story of this school was around 2005. My dad told me like there's a guy charge about 15 kids or 10 kids under the trees. He has like this kind of boat and he moved from one tree to the trees. And my dad told me, I was like, wow, that's interesting. And I come and have a look and I said, well, we can build a school. So we got this school done. But when this school done, it was not like 15 kids as before. It was like 60 kids show up the first time in life. And it kept increasing. The second year was like 80 kids and now I think over 100 kids.
Here?
Yeah, over 100 kids. That's the problem. We got the school and then it keep coming and we don't have enough classroom for them. That's the problem here. About 80% of the kids walk 1 hour to the school.
Wow.
Yeah, walk. So the school supposed to be at 7, but this school start at 8 because teacher have to wait until everybody get here. Oh, want to be a policeman?
Oh, nice.
Okay. Oh, policeman. Okay. Oh, army guys.
Oh.
Em chăm thời. Chăm thời. Chăm thời. Want to be an army. Chăm thời nè. Oh, police. There are 4 jobs in common: police officer, teachers, and nurses. That's it. Pilot, they have no idea. Entrepreneur, engineer, they have no idea. The only job that you see is the police officer, teacher, nurses, and the farmer. No one want to be farmer.
No?
No. Because their parents are farmer. They know how farmer life are.
Okay. And you guys got a lot of bicycles from Japan, right?
All from Japan.
All?
Yeah, because all from Japan. You can look.
これ全部日本のママチャリだって。広島市立大学駐輪許可証。西口1階、霞ヶ関駅、南口駐輪場。すごい、へー。日本からもう使われなくなった自転車がこうやって防犯登録も貼ってあるのこれ。そうなんだ。
Some people coming back. For me, that is the reason that why I like to come back and do a lot of, let's say, social work, build school, even the kindergarten behind there. I'm trying to help to build them. So it's just, yeah, just kind of showing them that we still care, and with education, you can do something. So it's not like this thought like school is useless. It was useless. So yeah, this is the reason that I like coming back, and I like connecting with them, do some good causes. I mean, to me, one family, if you got one person in a family get education, you change the entire family. Like my family, I changed because my niece graduated from high school. My nephew, now he's third year in electrical engineer in Phnom Penh. See, it's not from me. When one family in a village get education, change the entire village. And I think that when one commune change, get education, it change the whole country. It's just about time. Yes, I had dream. I kind of dream that, you know, maybe we can have a proper tech school for them. Kids learn computer sciences, you know, English classes, things like that. And healthcare. If I could, I think I would invest more and contribute more to healthcare system because
今回はカンボジアで活躍をする起業家ワットさんの人生について取材をさせていただきました。ワンオブザハード取材だったんじゃないかなと思います。ご覧ください、この素晴らしい景色って言えるのは今だけで、さっきとんでもないところを運転しておきましたけど、果たしてこの道が一体どこに続くやらという感じだったんですが、皆さん、これがもう一つのカンボジアの現実であり、実際に子供たちがそこにもいますけれども、ここに通う子供たちがいるわけであって、ワットさんが一つ自分の事業の延長線上でこの学校をここに建てて、自分の思いから来るもの、それはやはり教育の大切さというところを次の未来のカンボジアの子たちに向けて届けたいという思いの、活動の一つがこれということですよね。で、ワットさん自身は、旅行業、TO Asia TRAVEL自体を運営してるんですけども、やっぱり全て彼のヒストリーから来るものだなっていうのは、彼自身がどんなことを経験してきたかということもそうだし、これのお金を出してくれたのも、もともと彼の旅行客が得た人脈、お客さんだったんですって。だから全てある意味、彼の人生、彼の経験値から来るものっていうのが結びついて、一つ一つの事業であったり、一つ一つのことがカンボジアの国のため、人のためになっているということも言えると思います。また今回の取材を通してね、彼の輪が大きくなることを本当に望みますし、今後の彼の事業がますますの大きな国への発展、人々への発展というところにつながるのを楽しみにしています。彼の話聞いていると、この10年5年でですね、カンボジアの国というのは大きな変化を遂げていて、そしてまた次の5年10年の変化というのは、さらなるスピード感を持って進んでいくんだと思いますけれども、これからのカンボジアという人々の営み、どこにこの国の人々が向かっていくのか、そして何より彼の事業の成長というのも楽しみです。ということで今回もご視聴ありがとうございました。世界は広いにしてもすごいとこだな。ワールドリポートチャンネル。この番組はエネテク、スズラン鍼灸接骨院、カフェドベルの提供でお送りしました。ワールドリポートチャンネルご視聴いただきありがとうございました。さあ、今回の旅の企画、そしてリポちゃんの運営はですね、皆さんからの貴重な寄付ご支援によって成り立っています。少しでも動画がいいなと思ってくれたあなた、少しでもその企画応援してやろうと思ってくれたあなた、ぜひとも寄付ご支援のほどよろしくお願いいたします。サイトはですね、下のリンクから飛べるようになっているんですが、リポちゃんの寄付サイトに飛んでいただきますと、任意の額を打ち込むことができるようになっています。クレジットもしくはペイパル両方とも対応していますので、あなたの貴重な寄付ご支援がですね、次の旅、次の取材へとつながっていきますので、何卒貴重なご支援よろしくお願いいたします。本当にありがとうございます。